Hey guys, it's FlaringFlames. So I've decided to start doing a playthrough of one of the games I got for my birthday, Pokemon Sword. I already had Shield, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to do a another challenge playthrough. So I asked some people around, and the idea that I kind of got voted on was actually a Wonderlocke. So I'm going to be doing a YouTube series of my playthrough for Pokemon Sword with Wonderlocke. And here are the rules of the Wonderlocke. So, just like a regular Nuzlocke, I must attempt to catch the first wild Pokemon that I find in a new area. If I'm successful, that caught Pokemon is actually, instead of going into my party, goes straight through Wonder Trade. And I have to use the Pokemon that comes back to me. However, just like Nuzlocke, if I'm unsuccessful in catching the Pokemon, I make it faint, or I have to run away, things like that. There goes my one chance at that Pokemon for that area, and then I have to move on. So, I'm also including all gift Pokemon in this as well. So, if I get a gift Pokemon, I have to Wonder Trade that off to, for whatever else I get. So, things like, let's see here. Picking up the Pikachu and Eevee in the stations. If you've played Let's Go, it loads that data for it. Things like that. And then, the real challenge. If a Pokemon faints, it is banned. Some people just release their Pokemon. I'd rather keep track of what I have. So I'm just going to ban them to the death box. I'll have a box set aside for where I put these Pokemon. So I can no longer use those Pokemon if that happens. In one of my previous attempts, an Egglock challenge, I actually did lose Pokemon on that one. Because, dear lord, there is one tough gym in Shield. Not to lose Pokemon at least. But anyways, for each episode that I'm doing, I honestly don't know how many episodes it'll be. I will be doing a video recording of it, doing the highlights from each of these episodes, and doing a small montage of them for you guys. Plus, I will do a hopefully short summary of what happened in the previous episode for anybody who missed it or didn't want to bother going back to look at what I got right away. You guys will be up to date with what I am currently doing and what I am attempting to do with that episode. So, without further ado, we will move on to the montage. Enjoy. So we got quite a few things happen in between from when we first got our Pokemon to our first official battle with Hop using the Wonderlocke Pokemon. As you guys probably noticed, I was using the Score Bunny originally, just because I had no idea what level Pokemon I would be getting. I know a lot of people just wonder trade their Breedjecks, so those would be level 1 Pokemon that I would have to be fighting with. So I kept Score Bunny around long enough to where I had a Wonderlocke Pokemon I could use to help with training. But after that, I Wonder Traded the Score Bunny out to some lucky person. And now we've seen that I've gotten a Bagon, a Beldum, Snom, Dugtrio. The Snom and the Dugtrio were both high-leveled Pokemon, so there is really no point in me taking them out to use them. They'd more likely KO themselves than anything else, so they would be banned to the box anyways. One funny thing I should mention. I originally got started with Pokemon, really got started in Ruby and Sapphire. And I always forget that they swapped out Beldum's Takedown for Tackle. So while Takedown is more powerful than Tackle, it does come with Recoil. And so I did not want to use the Beldum. But then I eventually actually looked at its moves and it said Tackle. It's like, oh, yay! Finally. I can actually use it. Alright. We also got Purloin. We got Purloin, Wobbuffet, and Grookey. So I traded one starter for another, apparently, with this. Though, I actually like getting Grookey. The reason for that is because Grookey can learn False Swipe, so it's going to make catching Pokemon that much easier for me. And then I got Bagon, who can paralyze everything with Dragon Breath, and its ridiculous 30% chance to paralyze. I mean, 100% chance to paralyze, because that's how that always goes, right? Just like Scald, always getting the burns. But anyways, definitely makes for catching Pokemon a lot faster and easier. Alright, so we've got our first major victory. Yes, I know, we're fighting Hop. It's not exactly major or surprising, but still. I mean, it's an actual checkpoint in this game. So, I figured, why not? And show off the team at this point, anyways. So aside from the 5 Pokemon that I have in the party right now, I do have 2 others in the PC that I just refuse to use. This Galarian Zigzagoon gave me so many problems just trying to catch it that I had to actually resort to using a Great Ball because I was just getting tired of it breaking out of all of the Pokeballs I had for it. And here comes the Wooloo. One of my favorite Pokemon to come from this generation, and that rounds out the roster to 6 Pokemon. Because thankfully the Wooloo was within trainable range for me. Alright, and then we get to trade off the rock and roll that we caught just through the cave. And for actually another one of my favorites, Galarian Ponyta, and in a luxury ball no less. And here we are, about to beat the crap out of Bede. Because, you know, we're all tired of his arrogant. Since all of Bede's Pokemon at this point in time are Psychic types, Ponyta is actually a pretty decent counter to his team. One, it's physical. Most Psychic types generally have lackluster defenses. Especially earlier in the game. And Ponyta is actually a physical attacker. It can run special, but it's definitely better at physical. I still have yet to decide if I'm going to actually evolve this Ponyta, though, or not. Because for as much as I love Galarian Ponyta, I dislike Galarian Rapidash that much, aesthetically. However, one of my playthroughs for Shield, I did use Galarian Ponyta, and I did keep it as Ponyta throughout the entire game. So I think I might just bite the bullet and use Rapidash. Just to say that I did, and that I'm not just gonna be so prickly about something like that. And unfortunately, Wooloo is actually faster than that Hatenna. Comes as no surprise, considering its fully evolved form is a premier Trick Room setter and sweeper. So Payback sadly does not gain bonus damage on that, though it's actually one of my more favorite moves that I've recently begun using on a lot of Pokemon, even my competitive teams. During one of my recent draft seasons with the League of Extraordinary Trainers, I had a Conkeldurr, and I actually ran Payback on it, because he was more often than not going to be the slowest Pokemon on the field, especially when I wasn't using Priority Mach Punch. And it's like, double the power Dark-type move, plus probably super effective? Yes, please. And then we got Beldum, the blanket check to just about everything, because, you know, Steel. And we got quite a few good leveled Pokemon, actually, going into the first gym from here, because that's just what's right outside this cave. Uh-oh. Bede says he's been holding back. I honestly don't believe him. Alright, so even though I got Wooloo on my team, it's like, I get to catch another one of it. Only to send it off, unfortunately. And so is the last Pokemon to round off our team before we get to the first gym against Milo. So the unfortunate thing here is that the Dratini that I got was, again, another high-level Pokemon that I couldn't use very well. So that one got put back into the box. So one thing I did forget to include in this video was that I was actually able to evolve Beldum. So now we've got a Metang going into this fight, which means we no longer have to go through what we went through with Bede's fight, which was just spamming Tackle into something, waiting for it to die, because we'll outlast it. Now we got a Metang that will actually deal damage. Provided that Milo's Gossiflower could break past Bagon. Nope, not the Gossiflower. But Milo, of course, is not giving up that easy. This time he sends out the fully evolved Eldegoss to fight us. And at level 20, no less. We've also evolved the Purloin and Grookey as well at this point. Though they don't get to see much use in this battle, unfortunately. So why bother using either of those two when I got a blanket check and something that's decently offensive against grass types? Alright, so Eldegoss actually has a signature ability. Granted, signature abilities usually only last the generation that the Pokemon comes in on. But this one is called Cotton Down. For Eldegoss, if Eldegoss gets hit by any attack, it lowers the speed harshly for all Pokemon on the field. That includes its partner. And I did actually try to weaponize that a little bit in some competitive fashion. Did not work like I wanted it to. But that's alright. It's an interesting ability that I might still make use of. But for now, something with Clear Body doesn't really care about that. So Metang is just going to wail on it as much as it wants. Alright, let's get rid of its damage boost with those grass-type attacks. Because why would we give him all the fun? Though, it does so love to spam that grass-type attack, probably because it doesn't have anything else. In fact, I don't think Eldegoss actually learns anything that can hurt a Steel-type. Oh well, definitely can't argue against the free healing, even if my opponent does get it too. Oh, Eldegoss just echoed the cries of defeat. Alright, and down goes Milo. And of course, everybody levels up from that. Alright, so. There's episode 1 for you guys. I will be coming back with episode 2 sometime probably within the next week. Hopefully so. And for those of you who may not have noticed, but it's not exactly a great video in my opinion, but I am learning to do video editing as I'm doing this. I'm kind of using this as my trial run for it. So, one thing to look forward to is to see how my videos improve over time. So maybe by the end of this run through of Pokemon Sword, we'll be able to have masterful videos. Or if not, maybe we'll just see me flail around as I try to beat Leon with whatever team I get. But anyways, I will see you all next time.